What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? No need to wait 8 minutes. Let's get this started. So Last Epoch's cycle 2 has begun. I started a Forge Guard. I played a Forge Guard Spinny Boy in the early access time, and it was fun, but it wasn't wonderful. And that has gotten some buffs. I'll show you guys where I have gone with it all so far. So we're going Whirlwind, of course, with while spinning, you summon forged weapons more frequently. I think we're going to get down into the run speed here. I think we'll get the area increased. I'm not sure what else we're going to do from there. None of this is super beneficial. I can eventually get rid of this point, but right now, just for quality of life, I have it in. Just for the mana cost. And then, of course, Forge Strike. There's lots of things in Forge Strike that buff the forged weapons. So even though we're proccing the forged weapons through Whirlwind, we're still going into Forge Strike. That deal more damage and explode when they expire. I think I want to stay away from that one. Probably want to put some more points there. I'm not sure where else we want to go. We want to go, or here we go. This one's straight forged weapons multiplier. So we're going to want to go there. I'm not sure where else we would want to go. I think 2 more points there, 5 points there. That will actually put us at 20. We won't have many left. Granted ward when Forged Strike summons a forged weapon. That's only when Forged Strike summons it, of course. And then we're using Void Cleave as our mobility, but the thing with Void Cleave is you can go into Molten Blades here. When you use Void Cleave and hit at least one enemy, your minions gain a stack of Molten Infusion, which gives them additional melee fire damage. But you can take that one step further, and if you hit your minions, you get 150% effectiveness of Molten Blades. So instead of charging into the enemies, I mean, I'm still using it for mobility, but instead of charging into the enemies, it's more about charging into our minions to get that damage buff. And then we got Manifest Armor. We're just going into just the stat stick type items, so getting Manifest Armor buffed up. Gonna want 3 more points there, 3 more points there, and 2 more points there. That will occupy a ton of this. And for our last spot, we'll end up going into the Paladin tree, but we're not into the Paladin tree yet. And we'll get Sigils. Sigils is just so good for every Sentinel build. Actually, I have 1 more point to go. Let's go right into this. Been going survivability and then started going into damage. We get bleed chance for our minions here. And then shred chance for our minions. And then, you know, more minion damage once again. In fact, let's just go right into that and find the Nomads. And we got another quest up here to pick up, it looks like. Let's just get this going. So it's all about the spin. You know, spin, and we're creating those weapons while we spin. I've got Rive on the bars still because I was using that as a generator, but I won't really be using it anymore. Go up this way first. I have gone through this campaign a bazillion times, but I don't really remember like shortcuts to take or anything like that. So I'm just kind of slow rolling this cycle and just kind of enjoying it. Last Epoch's just such a great game if you enjoy ARPGs. So once we get our swords out, I think right now we can get up to 11 swords. Maybe it's 10. But we can constantly spin and get those swords built up. The faster, as soon as we get the swords out, or up to our cap on the swords, our minions start really shredding it. Using our mobility through our swords gives them that damage buff. You can see that little particle effect, the little fiery looking particle effect on it. Gonna have to go up and around for that one, huh? Go up through here. That particle effect doesn't, or that buff doesn't seem like it lasts very long, but it is really good. It, like, stuff just dies. Like, spin builds are not, obviously they're not a big super deeps build. But you can see they just are shredding through the tougher enemies. To have my spin builds, y'all. Y'all know how I am. Absolutely love spin builds and ARPGs. Oop, forgot to get my little homie out. I've just always liked him, I think Diablo, playing barbarians in Diablo is what started all that for me, and going from, like, spam clicking all over the place. Going from spam clicking all over the place to being able to spin. Especially with, like, all the carpal tunnel surgeries and whatnot I've had. Just so good. We got Mr. Eber down here. Get our homies all buffed up. It does do a little bit of damage, too. I'm not expecting to damage for it, of course, but the Void Cleave itself does do a decent little amount of damage. I need to get more movement speed going for sure, though. Yeah, see, when I just use Void Cleave without the minion buffs, I'm still hitting some of them. But it does do, it's not big, but it's damage. Softens all the baddies up a little bit prior to my minions getting there. Which, obviously for single target or any sort of boss damage, I'll definitely want to focus the, just keeping the minions buffed. Was gonna go Void Knight, Echoing Warpath Void Knight. It's just such the go-to spin build in this game, but kind of was in the mood to try something a little different. Now, it looks like we can get 12 swords out now. Go this way, right? Did I miss something? I'm not sure. They have good damage output, though. It's not going to compare to the big burst builds, of course. But it is usable. You know, very usable damage. But basically just using, you know, Whirlwind as the support. It's not the main damage, so... It's there to stack status effects and just to proc the forged weapons. I don't think I'm gonna have any problem until we get to like the crab. I think the crab might be an issue, but we'll find out. And I've got really practically nothing into survivability yet. Besides, like, my very first points that I put in. Got very, very little into survivability. So I'm going to need to address that here before too long, too. I'd love to be able to get into monoliths today, though. I think I'll be able to. Assuming I don't facepalm too hard on the last few bosses. Which, you know, that's always the real test when you're going through the campaign of, does your build suck? You know, obviously, once you're all geared out and you have, you know, all the crazy gear going, then life's going to be a lot easier for you. Do I not have hide? I have to look at my loot filter real quick. I shouldn't be getting blue items popping up. Other than the exiled mage blues, of course. Alright, let's check it before we go into the fortress here. Hide all magic items. Oh, it's because I've got that recolor above it. Let's move this one up. And then that should get it. So how's your Sunday going there, Freezer Burn? This point into get a little more damage going here. My only complaint is it does take a long time to get all your weapons up. So you can't just go into a boss fight. You gotta prep all of your stuff, you know? No, the equipped one was the rare. Let's see. Ooh. Sadly, it's not a minion damage axe. Mage relic. That's a pretty sweet chest. I would lose that +1 to Warpath, but I think that is okay. You see, after the buff, man, they just burn. Got a bunch of junk, huh? There we go. Let's see, was any of this worth using? That one's 10% less minion damage. That one's just bad. Minion, see, we need minion physical damage and spell damage, not bow damage. So that we can just trash. Increase minion damage, void resistance, poison resistance. Let's just use those gloves. Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. See here, man, it increases my damage, but it takes away from my minions. So even that, though, for the warpath, that axe would be way better. It's not actually going to increase my minion damage at all. There's our first. That's my first Weaver's Will item, though. Better get our swords back out before I get too uppity here. And then you can always, I can always just pop Forge Strike too to get some swords out real quick. All right, is it this way? No, it is definitely this way. It is kind of, I wonder why they don't just go into the pouch, you know? I mean, that's been mentioned since the beginning. The button is great quality of life. But why is it even needed when that's like the obvious thing that's going to happen? It's like you're taking a step in the game. I mean, you're not going to throw them away when you've got storage for them, you know? Wouldn't be surprised if that's something that doesn't come to the game eventually. I mean, you would think. It just makes sense. Gonna be able to make it through the other objective this way? I think so. I do think they did a really good job with this game, though. I think it's, in my opinion, it's definitely one of the better ARPGs. Grab this pylon first before we head up. Diablo 3's got that new season too. I didn't even realize. People told me on stream yesterday that it started yesterday. Oh, that's my first death. Oof. See, and here's the challenge. We got to spin up all of our... Oh, see, we're aggro to them. Oh, man. The lack of survivability showing through big time here. Let me just run until I get my swords up. Go swords. Ooh, they're not staying alive. My swords are all dying off. This is a real problem now. I just went from no deaths, that's literally my first death, to just chain deaths and can't get away from the encounter. I need to reset it and get my swords back up. This was the problem I had in early access, though, is the swords staying alive. One of the buffs, they were buffed for survivability, but I don't have a whole lot of that applied right now. Or I don't have any of that applied right now, really. 4 or 5. Yeah, I can't keep them alive. It might just be this particular boss because of my resist or something. I mean, he's dying, but boy, this is ugly. All right. Man, that was a beatdown. What was that? That was cold and lightning damage? I mean, obviously no resists. Yeah, that was quite rough. But yeah, that was definitely my issue in early access is when you got to the tougher end of the campaign, the swords were just chain dying. But like I said, I got nothing into their survivability right now, so it's...
I cannot do that.
I can't blame the minions when I'm not giving them any support. We'll have to see how it goes as we continue forward here. I might have to do some respecking. Don't make me have regrets for picking Forge Guard. Please, game. Maybe it was just my resists versus that one. I don't know. Let's see how it goes here through the rest of it. I mean, I can actually teleport out. I don't know why I'm still here. We can teleport out to here and go blow the horn. Are you playing this cycle, Freezer Bird? What do we got? Explore the temple. Do I want to go back and turn in first? Guess we can get to the waypoint at least so I can fast travel. Sure if we go back and turn in here. I don't really remember. Let's just keep going for it. Just finished getting to 100 in Diablo 4 for the season. That's fair. I grinded it out pretty early. I actually got multiple 100s in Diablo 4 this season, where this is the first season I've done that. The spinny barb is pretty good. I am curious about tinkering around in Diablo 3 for a day or two, though. I did really enjoy that season when it was here. I know the seasons in Diablo 3 are all on repeat now. I'm going to look, you know, I hate to even do it because I know I won't put more than a day or two into Diablo 3's seasons anymore. But I'll probably look and see what the starter sets are. If it's the God D, like last season was Whirlwind. It's the one with the ethereal weapons. If the starter set is the God DH set, I'll probably get that going. Oof. I remember those freezy guys being a problem before. Yeah. I mean, it's a good problem to have, though. You know? Having too many games to play is always better than not having enough, you know? It just sucks having to make the choices. Like, I'm really digging 7 Days to Die right now, too, and their 1.0 launch is upcoming. Oop, lost my homie. Their 1.0 is not too far away, so I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of 7 Days. I want to get some videos recorded, too, like some guide and tutorial type videos. All right, here we go. Freezy Boss. Freezy Boss completely evaporated. What? I had trouble against that little mini boss, and that one just got wrecked. Wow. Yeah, Crusader, I just started. I actually started the night before last, but I haven't been playing real hard. I've been, I think I need to go back and turn in those side quests, though. Let's get the fast travel here, and... Where the hell is it? Outcast Camp. Oh, there we go. I've been just kind of casually playing it. Been between things on Once Human and WoW. So what do you think of Once Human? I have sadly bought into all of the negativity. As, you know, I don't know. You know, obviously I haven't played it. You're loving it? Is the, like, the seasonal wipe thing? I know a lot of people were really triggered about that. And I just picked up a shitload of idle slots, too. Alright, let's scrap some of this junk.
Yes.
Man, I hate to even get rid of that, but it's just not... Just doesn't go with the build. It would increase my warpath damage and decrease my minion damage, and that's not what I want. Probably never use that, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Do I want to keep that? Does that have anything good on it? Melee damage leaches his health? Nah. Didn't I have a chest? That chest would be way better than what I have. A big armor bump, a little more health. I lose some fire resistance. But I gotta see if I can get lucky. And get that warpath off of it. Let's see. Oh, this is the wrong chest. God dang it. Come on, give me warpath. Yeah, it gave it to me. Nice. Alright, so... we can add that warpath right back on. Man, double health, too. I mean, I feel like I gotta take that, right? Well, forge potential gone, but that is a big upgrade over what I was just using. They're adding perma seasons for people who want to just do things their way. It's really fun, learning a farm spot, making friends, etc. That's awesome. Now, my next question is, knowing very little about the game, does it have the survival feel really good, or is the social aspect of it more important? Like, can you log in and play the game solo and have fun? Or is that not a reality? The survival aspect of it feels good. Maybe I'll have to check it out. It's free to play, isn't it? How's the monetization? Does it seem very good, bad? I tell you, I was really digging the first Descendant, but the monetization just basically ruined the game for me. Why is that still showing me a quest there? That's a side quest. Ooh, shoot. I forgot to look at my slots. I got lots of slots available now. We can move these guys over here for now. What do we have? I don't have much. Health and fire resistance. I mean, that's not bad. Now, the cold damage isn't going to do much for me. Vitality and poison resistance. Healing effectiveness is not exactly a hot item, but it's got some void resistance, so let's just take that. And let's see. We'll put this stuff in here for now, because I don't know what I want to do with it. That's all of the... That's basically all of the stuff I found so far, which is, obviously very little. It's straight up Warframe, isn't it? I mean, there's one thing about the first Ascendant. One thing I haven't found about it, one thing about the first Ascendant is it is literally straight up Warframe. There's no greater of a Warframe copy than it, All right, what the hell? Where was the quest we were looking for? This is where we're at now, right? Or no, we're in the Divine Era now. Why is the quest... Oh, I must have hit it. There we go. There we go. All right, let's head over and do this side quest real quick. Mostly just cosmetics, and the game gives you a lot of it. I'll have to check it out and come up with my own opinion. The thing that eventually turned me off with the first Ascendant is the monetization is really, really bad. And the grind is really, really severe without it. So, I mean, if you're digging that and you want to make it your main game and just grind it out, there's no doubt you could play through it and not sweat the terrible monetization. But adding another grind game to the list when I already play so many grind games is just not good for my mental health or sleep or anything, What's going on there, Vader? I mean, I enjoy the grind. Don't get me wrong. It's just when the grind suffers from terrible, terrible monetization is when I have the problem. What update, Vader? In 7 Days to Die, or was there a Last Epoch update? What do we got? Search for the missing tablet. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't know there was an update. I read through like the cycle patch notes, but I haven't really noticed the hotfix stuff. I think my question now is, what do I go? Do I go COF or do I go trade? The problem with trade is the market gets so blown out so quickly, and like anything decent is just ridiculously expensive. I think I might just go COF just because of that. And like I said, I'm not even sure. This build may not be capable, you know? You got a little kitty worker? Nice. Game still has problem with stairs and stuff when you're spinning. You changed your name on YouTube, huh? There, Dave? I recognize the profile picture. That's fair. That's fair. Nothing wrong with changing it up. Yeah, it's some crazy shit, man. I mean, the political state in the U.S. is always kind of a little sketchy because the level of corruption from just all politicians in the U.S. is really, really high. But when you start trying to kill each other, man, that's a problem. That's a definite problem. Oh, no ward. Not going to be able to sustain any ward right now. No point in having it. There's a couple of things for this build that I wish. I wish you could get your swords out faster. And I wish the buff lasted a little bit longer. The buff doesn't seem to last very long. You don't get a on-screen like time indicator seeing that you have a buff up. Or not that I've noticed anywhere. I'll have to keep an eye out. Ooh, what do we got? Throwing damage. Boo! Of course we got a throwing damage unique. What the hell, man? Alright. We can go back to the other timeline now, I believe. Or no? The Oracle's Abode. Okay, we can fast travel to that. I think I may be going a little out of order here, but like I said, I'm just taking it kind of chill and just enjoying the ride here.
Yes.
2 more idle slots. Don't even have an idle to go in them. I don't think I have anything worth using to throw in there. See, we could throw that over there. Vitality. We don't do void damage or necrotic damage or poison damage. I could throw that there just for the vitality, I guess. What's that one? Junk. We'll take the 2 vitality. Even though it doesn't, I don't have any really good idols yet. All right. Now we need to go find Grail. Where's homie at? Or we got to do the Lance thing. Let's get it. I really, really enjoy the crafting system in PoE. I still am not a master at it, but I have learned some things over the years that have made my PoE journey a little bit more profitable and a little bit easier. It's one of the things I kind of disliked about last League. Is it took a little bit of the crafting component away. Not to be disrespectful or anything, but it made crafting too easy for people who don't know. And that was where I made all of my league start money at. Every league is from the easy things to craft that I know how to craft that other people don't know how to craft. Like Stygian belts, man. I'm gonna look at it tonight, Tox. I tell you what, can you tell me what is the starter set for the Demon Hunter? Because that's gonna be a big decision for me. I do love that season, though. Or that seasonal theme with those weapons. Oh, it's gnats, huh? That's a bummer. And last season was Wasteland for the Barb. What about for the Monk? Not Tempest Rush, is it? If it was Tempest Rush, I still might consider it. I'll have to look through the list. I'm just getting started in Last Epoch, though. And my build is... It's very, very experimental. You know, this is a build I played in early access that didn't really work in early access. And it got some buffs in this cycle, so that's why I'm giving it a whirl again. Yeah, my swords are getting beat down pretty fast. Having a tough time keeping them alive versus some of these enemies. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a good and a bad. The bad part about it, well, Inna's is good. I mean, Inna's is a super smooth season starter set. So maybe I will do it. Maybe I'll go Monk. But it's the good and the bad. The bad with Path of Exile is there's so many confusing systems that you really have to look outside of the game to fine-tune things. But the good part about it is the community tools are so incredibly amazing. I mean, Path of Building is like the most incredible thing created for any video game ever, you know, from the community. I haven't played Torchlight Infinite since launch. I wasn't really super stoked about it. I did enjoy Torchlight 2, but I haven't really enjoyed any other Torchlight product since then. I had fun in this season of Diablo 4, but it was kind of over quick. I didn't feel like keeping on grinding. I love that whole universe, the Van Helsing universe. Go, little swords. Don't get wrecked. Got points to put in. Oh, one of them is from that chest piece from Warpath, since I took it off and then put it back on. Death Trap was incredibly good. It was a really, really good game. You know, the biggest crime with Death Trap is that we never got Death Trap 2. Oh, it's all good, Tux. It's all good. The starter sets don't seem amazing then. Ooh, I do have 2 points. We got to put one back there and we'll go into movement speed. Forge Guard. I think we need to start taking this damage multi. Forge weapons deal more damage multiplicative with other modifiers. And having a chance to stun. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Shorter cooldowns, not a bad thing. And then here we're just going to stat stick it, I believe. We'll just split the points here a little. Alright, got to get my swords back now since I lollygagged. No lollygagging, y'all. I wish you could get him out quicker. That's terrible. Terrible yet funny. All right, we got Tree. Tree getting slapped by super swords. I don't know, man. Maybe the single target damage is good enough. I just need to work on my survivability a little. That was a beatdown. Just that one guy has been an issue so far. All right, where do we want to go next? We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We're all the way into this tier. The throwing. Take less damage over time and have additional physical resist. What do we got here? That shield. Not so certain about any of that stuff. Take reduced bonus damage from crits. Raw strength and health. I mean, maybe. What do we want to get out to out here? Or do we want to start going into the paladin tree now? I mean, this is what we want to get to, but I need... What? I got to put 5 more points in before I get to that. Where do we put them? Dex. I don't think I have anything good down here. Raw strength. We're not going block-based. No throwing damage. Oh, here we go. Attunement and minion armor. That's where we want to go. So we'll put 5 points into that and then go Avatar of War. And then after that, I want to switch over to the Pally tree and get my sigils going.
We have the lance, which means I must return to Heoboria. Would you, but why?
Yeah, just the one guy. Well, I'm going to run into...
the lance was found.
I'm going to definitely run into areas that there's mobs with resists. Yeah, it's like animated weapons. How it works is as I spin, by default, every 5 seconds procs a weapon. Where are we? It's right here. While spinning, you summon forged weapons every 5 seconds, and then 150% more frequency. So I think it's like every 2 seconds, maybe. I summon one, and I can have is up to 12 at the moment. And then my manifest armor is just like animated guardian. Very similar anyway. Not exactly like.
Of course, all that is left is to take the lance and bless it.
2 more idle slots. Holy shit. We got 2 little... We got dodge rating and void resist. And necrotic damage does nothing. There we go. Raw armor and elemental resist. Even though I'm not dodge based, I think I'll take that just for the void resistance. Gonna need some void resist at some point. How are my resists looking now? Lightning is super low. Now I get the minus 30% while spinning too. And that takes lightning and cold down to... It takes lightning into negatives. Fire and physical, or... It's only the elemental ones, I believe. Let's see. We'll look at it while I'm spinning here when I get into a map. Let's see. Yeah, see, fire, lightning minus 12. That's why that guy was wrecking me. Because he was cold and lightning damage. So lightning against me right now is actually increased damage, which is going to be a real problem when we get out to the crab. So that's something I'm going to need to address before I get to Mr. Crab Cakes. And here's the whole season mechanic. Clear the area first. always in power, right? Isn't that the rule? If there is a rule, it's always hit the empower button. How that works is the next time it'll offer me better versions. You can do that 3 times. What's up, Tawny man? How you doing? You can empower 3 times. I went in and fixed the horde base a little last night, Tawny. I think the server's up if you wanted to pop in and play at all. It seems like I need to restart that every day, though. It gets errors quick. Yeah, I went in and made some changes to the horde base that I think will not confuse the AI so bad.
I see
What's up, homie?
returned with the lance. Now it shall bear my final blessing. Even the gods cannot observe what fate intends for us. Do not let it.
Whatever, dude. Only reason we're listening to your mumbo jumbo is we're waiting for the quest giver to pop. All right, Deep Harbor. That is back. Where is Deep Harbor? We need to get to there so we can just fast travel back here. Yeah, if you do try to log in, Tawny, if there's any errors, just let me know and I'll restart the server. All right, did I have more spots? No, I filled them already. Let's just get it. Deep Harbor, here we come. Oh, that's not a bad thought. Increase the day length? I didn't see that. That's definitely a pretty good idea, though. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like the damage is good. The single target, anyway. As long as you have swords up. I think it's just, it might be down to a survivability issue now. I mean, for this stage in the game, anyway, which of course is really early. Want to see how it goes in monoliths once they get that started. Tomorrow is my awful day. Mondays, I have to bust out the tractor and go to work out on the farm. Play Farmer Juice for the day. Gonna be miserable hot, too. Gonna be miserable hot. Oh, yeah.
It is too dangerous.
Tawny's future man.
Hold up in the pier.
I always forget about that, too. Well, I mean, it's winter for you, right? It is hot here now. 5 down to 5 Celsius tonight. Oof. Alright, let's see how we fare versus the commanders here. These are generally usually not very difficult encounters, if I remember correctly. I don't really remember ever really struggling against these guys. Commander 1. Oh, I missed my swords. Oh, they melted them. Without the buff even. Woo! These swords are going big time here. Definitely need to pick up all the idols I can come by right now.
Cannot do that.
I think for this build, our idols will all be going to survivability. There's no reason to increase warpath size or damage. I mean, it would be good to increase it incidentally because it's providing, providing the armor strip and the ignite and everything.
Cannot do that.
Yeah, man, they're shredding. They're definitely shredding.
Can I help you? Don't lose your way.
All right. Now, is this over toward... I mean, I'm still a good stretch. I got to run the whole zone before I get to the crab. But this is Crab Boss. This is the start of Crab Boss area. Should just be able to run through this zone. There's another one of those season mechanic thingies. Oh no, there we go. Gonna say swords got distracted. Another level up. Might as well put it in real quick. I think we want to continue going here. Minion armor and the attunement, just not a bad thing. Yeah, I wish that there was maybe a buff icon that popped up when I buff my weapons. I mean, it's possible too for not all of them to get the buff. It's probably why there's no on-screen indicator. But it would be kind of nice. Yeah, I'm thinking I can just run through this zone. I mean, I'd miss a lot of XP if I don't get all these kills, but... I don't think there's a big need for doing too much killing here. All right, Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin down. Ran the wrong way. Imagine that. Not the first time I have run the wrong way in an ARPG. Yeah, man, you buff those swords, you get them all buffed, and those bad boys just shred.
I cannot do that.
Well, there's crabs. We got crabs. We're getting closer. 8% minion damage. If that, like, fire damage passed along to the minions, that would be huge, but... These crabs, I think, are mostly physical damage. So I'm doing good there with my armor and the fizz resist. Liath's Road. We're getting closer to Mr. Crab. I'm going to want to run back to there after I trigger this event. There's a little event up here. I remember that part from the campaign. Got to clear all these enemies first. Should be some NPC that pops here, I thought. Maybe killed enough, maybe? Where are you, NPC? Maybe it's timed.
I cannot do that.
There it is.
Yes. Ah, I see you helped clear out the rabble down here.
Alright, and that gives me a quest back here in this tower. So I might as well run back here and knock this out real quick first. In this tower, if I remember correctly here, you can just zerg through the entire thing. All the way to the top.
I cannot do that.
Only 5 swords out. And then we can fast travel out of here to there. And that should be pretty close to right outside of that tower. Yeah, there's the tower right there, so that works. "12 swords. I wonder if there's a way to get more swords. 12 seems pretty good, though. I definitely dig this game, though. I think they did a pretty good job with it.
I cannot do that.
We have arrived in Tsushima.
Not be wise. Liath's been known to be tense.
Gods be with
Though
you.
I see her as a friend,
Good
she will
boy.
consider me as a threat.
Nice, Gratz. Always nice to get a first win. 3 more idle slots. I gotta look at my idols again, too.
Farewell.
Farewell.
One of those talk to all the homies sort of quest here. Let's run over here
Do that.
and empty my inventory and check the idols here.
I cannot do that.
Let's see. Did we get anything good? We got a triple. Chance to bleed. More vitality and poison damage. Poison. I need some lightning resist here, which I'm not getting. %8 minion damage, increased fire damage. All Garbo. I could throw something on my gloves. I mean, what do we even want to put there? What do we have in here for backups? All right, I don't think we have any lightning resist, do we? Lightning damage. There's lightning resist. We could move that there. And throw that lightning resist there. That will get me out of the negative anyway. Not sure what we want to put anywhere else. We don't have any more lightning resist. No. Armor and health. All right. Gonna have problems with Mr. Crab if I don't have my lightning resist dealt with a little bit by the time I get there. Let's see. What can we throw on these guys? Attunement dex. Minion health. Sure. Lightning resist. Sure. Oh, wow. We can actually take the lightning resist up. 27%. What does that get me to? Wrong button. A little better.
These waters are dangerous. Lagan's been stirring up storms.
I don't play the barbarian, so no, I will not be making a barb build, but nothing has changed since the last barb builds. If you're in my Discord server, there's several barb builds posted there, but I don't enjoy the barb. I don't play the barb, so I'm not going to bother going through and putting the effort into setting a barb up just for a video. My days of doing that sort of thing in DD2 are long, long, long past. I'll actually be doing a bunch of DD1 coverage here pretty soon. They've got an update coming that adds a whole entirely new difficulty, which is pretty huge for a 13-year-old game. Alright, this is definitely lightning area, so good thing I went into lightning resist a little bit. I'd like to get a little more before I get to the boss, though. What do we got? Minion damage, minion health. I mean, I just upgraded that ring. That's how it works, I guess, right? Alright, well, let's scrap that ring. What was it? This ring. Scrap that. We'll add lightning resist back on again. And upgrade it again. Got it up to 32%, plus we picked up some minion damage. So we'll take that. Get my swords all back now. Go swords. All right, that last specialization slot is going to be going to going to be going to the Sigil, which I don't have yet. So I could probably... Well, I don't really have anything to throw in there. I'll just leave it empty for now, I guess. See, we got the side quest over here, but we don't have to go to that area yet because we can go to that area from the next area. Well, let's not take that route. Could get another point, though.
I cannot do that.
The Moonlit Shrine, here we come. Whatever, girl. I go where I want. You're right. I'm starting to remember a little bit more of the story progression. It hasn't been that long since I played the game. I mean, I shouldn't be forgetting anything, you know? I mean, I could take lunge as a second movement ability and use that until I get the sigils unlocked. You know what? Let's just do that. We're right at the objective here. Let's grab the objective first. All right. So let's go with lunge into that last spot. We'll just go all on cooldown. Cooldown recovery. Can we get some frailty or something in there? Little heal. There's frailty. Then we'll put lunge here. And can use that as a second movement ability here. Oh, they share the cooldown. That's right. You can't actually use two movement abilities, so that's kind of a waste. That would be a little bit busted, I guess. Because then you could save the Void Cleave for just buffing, you know? Mr. Crab, Mr. Crab. Fancy boots, attunement, elemental resistance, bunch of cold resistance. Those are a little better than what I have now. Can we throw lightning on top? We can. We will just use those guys right now. What's up, Mr. Mamby? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Got our first dungeon key drop. Look at that later. Man, that's actually pretty good too. Leave those. Wrong way. Oh, it's all good. Enjoy the lurkage. Thanks for swinging by. The wrong way, too. Boo, bummed about the lunge cooldown. Clear some of this out, or I might have problems. I get too many aggroed here. All right, the coral pools. Here we go. Come get the quest first. All right, clicky the eggs, right? We are clickying on the eggs. More eggs over there we can't reach. There's a bunch of eggs. What do we need? 3 more. Get this waypoint while we're here. Where are all the eggs? We need one more egg. I mean, that's a pretty decent pair of boots, but... Oh, was there 2 I missed? I was at the quest objective. I should have just grabbed it while I was there. I walked right past him. That's fair. I mean, they're all over the place. There's some right there. There we go. More boots. Grab the thing. Return to homie. We can fast travel up to the waypoint. Or no, it won't let us because we're already there, huh? Probably going to be quicker just to run it than it is to zone twice. Get them, little swords. Get them. I'm wondering if it's worth going into that. Let me look at the spec here. Wait a minute, it is this one. What is that? Plus 15 flat damage and a 30% ignite chance. So yeah, it's way worth it. That's 150% effectiveness. I think you gotta take that. It'd be pretty awesome if I could just proc it off a hit in the enemies. But that's way too much damage to give up.
again.
Yeah, you keep warning me, but I ain't listening there, lady.
If you wish for Lagon's temple to be your tomb,
Oh, shit.
tomb.
Do we do crab cakes first? Or do we have another something to do first? This isn't... Oh, shit. Is this crab cakes right now? No, this isn't crab cakes right now. I remember the things. I gotta fight her first. Then I'll fight crab cakes. And if I remember correctly, this area too, even though it has a ton of mobs, I can just run through it. Gotta just take the right path. Smelter's Wrath. I mean, that looks slightly better than what I'm using. Problem with just running through is I am losing mad amounts of kill XP. Not sure what I think about that. You take the time to kill the things, it's, I mean, probably a whole nother level up before I get to the boss fight. But I don't want to... Yeah, we are there. This is still not the crab. I think this is the grumpy lady. Should be right down here. Some of these kills, I guess. What do we got? Copper Ring of Embers. Minion health. Fire resist. Not terrible, but not wonderful either. Alright, I think this might be her here. Let me get all my swords back before I go in, just in case. Come on, swords. There's 11. That's good enough, I guess. Why is it taking me so long to load? That screams disconnect. Please don't disconnect and make me run through that whole zone again. Something suspect here, y'all. Normally does not take anywhere near this long to load. Yeah, it's more XP. Something not right here, though. Oh, come on. It's the being in limbo part that really sucks. If it just kicked me out right to the login screen right now and said, screw you, get out, I'd be way less upset than sitting here waiting, not knowing if I'm going to be able to get in or not, you know? One of those things. Clearly not going to let me in, right? Yeah, come on, game. You can do it. I'm going to have to do a hard shutdown, aren't I? Shit. Big oof. Big oof. Boo. All right. It's not going to let me in. I'm going to have to do a hard shutdown here. Swap over to that screen for a minute. We'll close that out. Oh, it doesn't even want to shut down. There it goes. Gave me the whole not responding business. Give it a sec to refresh here, and we will bring it back up. Don't do me dirty like this, game. Now the game's not even relaunching. Oh, there it goes. A little slow loading. Huh. There it comes. All right. Guess we got to run back through. See where it puts me. Oh, shit, man.
I cannot do that.
Can I fast travel somewhere to get here quicker? This is a little bit of a bummer. Oh my god.
Gods be with you.
Or no, ain't right. Divine Era Lagon. Ooh, okay. Well, I can fast travel to there. I think I just got to run back through that little gauntlet I just ran through again. But like you said, I'll get another level up.
It's going to start to rust at this point.
Oh no. Or there they come. Get my homie back. Or no, this isn't the whole thing. This is like the final gauntlet. Alright, so that's not too bad. I mean, obviously I gotta run back through some stuff, but it's not the end of the world. Is it through here? Yeah, there we go. Oh, it put me right at her. Alright, this isn't bad at all. This is the boss fight. Where are the shots coming from? Over here? Oh, she died. What? Well, shit. Moment of truth. We have made it to the crab, y'all. We made it to the crab. This is where you get your reality check of, does your build suck ass or is it gonna make it? Let me check my... Okay, lightning is up to 49%, which is not exactly good. See if there's anything I can do here to bump my lightning resist up just a little bit more. What do I got? Vitality, endurance. That's more armor. Fizz resist. The physical damage is not going to do anything for me. Minion health, minion damage. I'd rather keep the minion stuff. More armor, movement speed. I mean, movement speed's a good thing, right? More health, but I'd lose lightning resist for using that. This one is a thought, but I would have to get lucky rolling one of these pieces. Let's see if we get lucky. Did not get lucky. Let's see if we get lucky here. Did not get lucky. Let's try it again. Oh, god dang it. I mean, I think the piece I got is better. Can I upgrade the lightning resist on this? Or I don't have lightning resist on that. Alright, never mind. This is what I was wanting to look at. I can upgrade this one. It's not much, but it's something. I'm using this janky relic too. 8% minion damage, but increased fire damage. Yeah, I still think that's probably better than what I'm using. Alright, well, a moment of truth. Let's get our swords back and then see if this crab is going to mop the parking lot with my ass. This is definitely, it's, from my experience anyway, playing all these spin builds, this is always a bit of a gear check right here. Can your build cut it, or is it a no dice? We are about to find out. You gotta avoid those laser beams like crazy. And that shit on the ground. Ooh. Alright, made it through stage 1. Actually, didn't seem like it went all that terribly. Oof, oof. I quit taking so much damage here. God dang it, man. Oh! Woof! Good lord. More difficult staying out of this shit than I remember. Oof. God dang, man. I'm getting hit by those so many times. Alright, we made it through stage 2. We just gotta avoid the laser beam. Oof. Get a buff. Oh shit. Easy peasy. Good lord. All right, now that's gear. That's only gear check 1, but we've definitely just blew past gear check 1 like it was nothing. Piece of cake. I'm always so worried about that fight because it's gone so bad for me so many times. But I can tell you, the last time I played this build in early access, I really struggled at that point. Minion health, lightning. We don't need to focus on lightning resistance anymore. Just leave all that stuff on the ground. All right, and now we head into the final stretch of the campaign. In my opinion, just when you're progressing through the story, though, that boss right there can be harder than...
It will be a long road to Majelka after, but
It can be harder than the final boss. Famous last words before I get wrecked on the final boss, but...
how did you enjoy the glad items? There are good.
It was a lovely trip. Thank you very much.
They are not. They follow a caste system.
There you are. I need also there's a shrine just outside the city. People leave
Do I even need to be doing... Oh, I don't even need to be doing side quests anymore. This game, the side quests are just to get... I mean, you get XP too, and obviously you get all the kill XP when you're doing them. But the main reason to do the side quests are for these passive points and idle slots. And they're completely optional. Once you get those things unlocked, you don't have to do any more side quests if you don't want. So I think we'll focus on the main quest for now. Have to clear. I'm still doing it. Actually, I got a few potential upgrades there, didn't I? This item here... Actually, it doesn't look as good. That's a lot of void resistance. Definitely need to save that key. I think the rest of this stuff can all go in the trash, though. Let's see. Save the keys here. I'll keep that just because it's a set piece, and I'll keep those gloves.
Can I help you?
Just because I don't have anything else right now. Crash everything else. What's up, Snake Man? What you doing? Being all snaky and whatnot. Alright, so we got the side quest off to the left. Actually, we may end up having to just go right past it. I mean, I don't have to do the side quests now, but on the same note, if they're right there in front of me, you know, why not? Get the little bit of XP they give or whatever. And it looks like this one is going to be right on the way, probably. Yeah, it's right there. As long as it doesn't require jumping through a bunch of hoops. I don't really remember on this one. Return. Well, I can return to him later. Let's just go ahead and head on up, complete the main quest. Gotta spin there, Vader. Gotta spin. ARPGs without spin builds generally don't keep my attention very long. I just love them. I actually, at one point, had debated on making a website dedicated just to spin-to-win builds in ARPGs. And spin-to-win.com was already taken, sadly, by some casino or whatever. All right, return to Sorethka. Yeah, we didn't actually go out of the way at all to do that side quest. Hopefully it's rewarding and we get a little XP. We got a new one available over here. I mean, do I even want to bother? I mean, I guess I can pick it up. No harm in picking it up.
Stay safe.
Just not going to go out of the way to complete it.
I can't believe the Osmonds are no, don't you worry about me.
1800 XP. I mean, it's something.
Out how it's supposed to.
All right. We're at 45 now, so we can start going into this fire damage. That's the one we want, right? I'm not going to be dual wielding. I'm not going to be using a shield. Well, let's go with Avatar of War. The raw damage increase. So, I mean, you know, multiplicative damage multi. Be silly not to grab it.
Citizens are trapped between two evils.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, this one, I think this quest is just on the way. I mean, it's only an XP reward now, but it's definitely right on the way, I believe. If I remember correctly, this is one of those side-of-the-road kind of things. Let's just zerg through this zone and get to the city. Here it is right here, it looks like. A lot of poison damage here. Ooh, big damage. Wow. A lot of poison. Holy shit. Alright, let's get on through here. I think you're getting pretty close. I think we'll be done with the story here, like, probably within an hour, maybe. Ward decay? No thanks. There's another one of the season thingies. Is this the third one? I think you can pass it 3 times. Or yeah, we can't empower it again. Oh man, shame it's not a axe. Tears of the Forest. This is not good for my build. Cold resist. I mean, I don't have the +1 warpath on it, but... Oh, this might be okay. I mean, minion health. I lose that little bit of minion damage, but I gain everything else. Alright, let's, Oops. I lost all my... lost all my swords while I was sitting there chatting. Come on, swords. Very nice. Alright, well, we got some loot. I don't think any of it is incredibly good. But some of it might be upgrades. Although small, upgrades nonetheless. Ooh, what the hell is going on out there? Winged Helm of Embers. I mean, just the movement speed, I think, alone is worth equipping it.
Thank you for the assist. I could. You have. You. I can't complain about that offer. You ready to head out? The scale bend.
All right, we need to get our swords back here.
Scale bend use these to stage ambushes before they trade the caravans.
Starting to get a lot of drops. It might be time to thin out the loot filter. Or switch to the end game loot filter. I could always do that too. Even though I'm not at end game yet. Definitely wouldn't be strong right now, but I think I'd be capable of starting monoliths if I wanted to. Wrong way. Well, give me a chance to get those swords back anyway. Thought that was a dead end there. It is definitely not. So much poison in this this zone. I think most ARPGs do that, but Last Epoch is pretty good about regional resistances when you're going through the campaign. Like, obviously, the last one was lightning. This one, I'd want to focus on poison. Another ward belt. You can pick that up just because it's moddable. Alright, let's get to the city for God's sakes. And there we are. Alright, I don't remember. Is this where I get to choose a faction or not yet? I don't remember exactly where that all starts at. Like alts, you get to pick it up in the starter town. But for your first playthrough of the cycle, it's another snake lady. This one's angry.
Along with who would seek to bind you, freedom will be our future.
Whatever, snake lady.
At any cost.
She an angry, uppity snake lady. There was a quest down here. What is this one?
Farewell.
No one is permitted. The temple is closed. Leave.
Was it just me, or was that if when you? I am not sure if we can trust this friend of yours.
Yep, I was supposed to pick those up first. Do I need to talk to her again?
Farewell.
I don't need to do any of this side quests now.
Your Congress. What? They're corrupt. It's well, absolutely. And hey, if you're looking for a little detour before you dispose of the guild leader, let me know.
I cannot do that.
I think it's this one for the main quest. Or no, it says enter the slums. Slums is down around here. No, that's the upper district.
I cannot do that.
Let me see. This is definitely the town where you sign up for people, but I don't think I've met the quest yet. It says go to the lower district. Might as well just do them all since I don't remember. Doesn't feel like it's dying quite as quick anymore. Grab this pylon first. Wrecked. Just blast through all this stuff. Wrong way. Wrong way again. Oof. I'm taking pretty good damage from all this poison. Another seasonal dealie. I mean, I played this exact build in early access, and it had really bad damage fall off. So it's more, I'm more trying it just to see, because this this build got a direct buff this season. And so I'm just trying to see how it feels, and it actually feels better. I remembered in early access, I really struggled against the crab boss. And the crab boss was kind of easy this time around, so we'll see how the final boss goes. It's kind of like a animate guardian type thing from PoE. You don't give it weapons though. You just it gets you spec into it getting value from your armor and weapons versus giving it its own weapons like in PoE where you give it its own armor and weapons there. But it's very similar. It's basically just something to soak up a little aggro so everything is not smacking you the whole time. It's kind of one of those things where it's not really powerful, but if you're going to play the Forge Guard, you might as well have it, you know? The damage output of it is not great, no, but it is tanky. And you know, obviously you can make it do more damage and be tankier the more points you put in. Yeah, it has aggro. Now, it won't pull all of the aggro against an entire pack, but it does have aggro. So it does, it's a nice distraction. It's like adding a golem in or something. Something that's not necessarily doing huge things for you. Like a golem in PoE actually gives you a buff, but... So that's probably a bad example, but... It's more like just adding in some kind of a meat shield to relieve a little bit of the pressure. Man, this area of the poison is just gonna get me.
What brings you here? What brings you here?
Clear out some of my stuff. See if I got anything better. Don't want to give up the minion damage from the implicit. That's 24% increased movement speed, and I'd lose armor, or I'd lose resist. Pick up a little armor. Plus, I lose the attunement. I don't know, I'm going to trash that. One-handed sword, that's just a shame, as I'm just not going to use it. This is a shame, too, because I don't have that +1 warpath. Now... Do I need the +1 warpath? I mean, it's not a bad thing. I could actually add minion damage to this one and pick up a bunch of armor. That one's got minion health on it. I think I'm just going to trash it. That one I'm curious, though. I can add minion damage in, right? Yeah, I can put minion damage on it. Oh, wow, I got a +1 on it. All right. So we got 44% increased minion damage plus endurance. I think we'll keep that one.
Brings you here?
Trash that. I'll trash that too. I'll keep this just because. If I go with a totem build, that will probably be good. Oh shit. All my swords gone. Get the swords back again. Didn't get any swords out of that. Forge Strike. Maybe you gotta hit enemies with Forge Strike to get swords. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the skill again. That's the slums, but we've got... It's not where we want to go, right? Or we're in the slums already. That is where we want to go. Yeah, this is it. This is it. We get the little guild leader.
Cannot do that.
He's just gonna get wrecked. Yeah, slapped. God dang it. Alright, return to Zarek and Majelka for the main quest. Enter the tomb hidden among the dunes. Yeah, we can just fast travel back.
How's my... I never... After you're done with your business... I may be... Despite all... I know it. Win-win. All right. Once you're after that... Oh, come on. Where's that fighting spirit? It's going to...
Alright, travel to the Oasis. Just gonna skip those side quests for now. And as I say that, I pick up another side quest. Oh, here we go, here we go. Alright, God, man. Which do I choose? Everyone in my Discord server, or not everyone, but most of the people in my Discord server all say always go trade. But the problem is the prices are all blown out right now. And even if I went trade, I don't think I would be able to afford anything. I think I'm going to go Circle of Fortune. I can always change it later.
Hello, Zerikos. I would love my name. Very, if you assist in with our knowledge of the stars.
Join the Circle of Fortune. Yes, please. Would love to.
Guidance to discover treasure where others would find.
And these are the rewards you get here. The big deal here is if you scroll all the way to the end. It's actually this one. Boss loot upgrade. Bosses have 150% increased drop rate for any specific rewards they have. That right there is just huge. I mean, the other stuff is nice, but that is huge.
Welcome, Prophet. Go speak with Galila if you wish to purchase lenses.
Prophecy from a telescope. Let's see what we got.
The Circle of Fortune, a great deal, traveler.
Death of the Immortal Eye. Or that one. I don't know. I don't want set relics, though. Arena Champion. Diamond Matron. Diamond Matron. See what the other ones offer. Need two-handed axe. Exalted two-handed axe. Death of any 3 bosses. I can't afford that one. Of course, the good one I can't afford. I've only got 109 favor. I think I'm going to have to go back to the cheapies. I don't have enough favor for anything. Yeah, there's not enough favor for anything. So I don't even need to bother with that until I earn a little more favor. Alright, so let's go back to where we were. Which was where? I think we had to run back through the... Can't fast travel to there. Waypoint locked. We're just going to have to run back through. Let's see. We got more points. God, I'd really like to have... I mean, there's no way I'd have Sigils of Hope unlocked before we make it to the final boss. But boy, that would be so nice. It's a long gauntlet to run through. To get to where we want to go.
I cannot do
So we got to run through a gauntlet to get to a bird, and the bird is going to take us to the final, like the final objective or area. And then we got to run through another whole gauntlet to get to the final boss. But we're getting loot now. And a pole arm. I just can't get the loot I want. Thanks for subscribing there, Chronix. Appreciate it. Little side quest thing over here. Might as well yoink that since we're right here. Have to clear some of this trash out there. We should have a little mini boss over here to kill, maybe.
I cannot do that.
Ooh, another chest piece. Yeah, there it is.
I cannot do that.
I'm getting a lot of purple gear. Throwing attack, critical strike. What a bummer. And throwing attack speed. I could have left both of those laying on the ground, actually. Better get a fresh Animate Guardian back here.
Stand down or die.
Good day, traveler. Farewell.
The Crystal Mines, here we come.
I cannot do that.
Try to run through to the quest objective. Looks like it's going to be way down and around. I don't think these mobs will chase me, though. The Crystal Lotus. Alright, Crystal Lotus down. It's going to take us around to the regular main quest. They did a pretty good job about not making you run too far out of the way for these side quests. It's no real harm in getting them done. I have to go back to that town eventually anyway. See how we do against the exiled mage in this area. Let's clear out the trash first. Get all our swords back over here on me. Alright, that should get it. Oh wow, smoked. Well, I mean, that's good to see. I wish there was a way to teleport the swords to you where they're not always lagging behind so bad. It feels like, as far as clearing trash, they just don't have the crazy good AoE clear. All right, here we go. Time to steal the bird.
Oh, no. If we don't look at it, trust me. Let's go thin their numbers a bit, shall we?
I think we can run right to it, too. Oof. Or not. Get stuck on terrain. All right, bird, where you at?
Stand down or die.
There we go. Got another little mini boss over here. He's just gonna get wrecked.
Well, try not to fall off. All we got to do is steer.
And we have stolen the bird.
We should take care of the rest of us.
And this should lead to the final area. There's like 2 areas or 3 areas to run through. But this should be like the last little segment before I get to the final boss. As soon as we land, I'm going to go grab a drink and use the bathroom here. So we stole the bird for it to fly us up and drop us off at the rooftop of the temples. And now we got to fight our way through the rooftop. Then we have to go down into the temple and fight our way through that to eventually get to the end boss. But this is definitely very much the ending segment of the game. Let's continue to... Man, do I go into Paladin now, though, to get some more survivability? Attunement and elemental resistance. Increase health. We only need 15 points in this tree. You know what? Let's go ahead and go with a point there. All right, so give me 1 sec here, y'all. I'm going to go grab another drink and use the restroom, and I will be right back here in just a couple moments. And we'll blast through and kill this last boss. Hopefully. We will find out. But anyway, I'll be right back here in just a couple minutes. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I am back. Oh, let me get my sound. Right as I sit down, I throw my headset on the ground. All right, let's get our swords back, and then we'll get through this. So we got to go across the rooftop, then down through the temple, and then finally we will arrive at the last boss and see if we're capable to do anything. After that, we get to actually start playing the game. Y'all know how story mode goes in games. This one, the difference, I think, is this one going through the story is not that bad. Like in Diablo, of course, you skip the story. Going through it in PoE is like making you want to grind your eyes out. In this game, the story, it's short enough, and you kind of feel the progression really well as you're going. So it's nice to feel those, that progression as you gain strength. Like we got the seasonal deal over here. Clear all this trash. Rune of Ascendance, we'll take that. What do we got there? Nothing spectacular. Definitely taking nice damage from the packs. I think it's the poison damage still. Just stacking up. I don't see the piles of poison everywhere on the ground, but I think these snakes do poison. Oh no, dead end. Oh, death. More than just a dead end. Dead period. Damage type. Poison. Yep. The poison got me. What is my poison resist? Non-existent. I'm not going to swap gear, I don't think, for poison. That was a dead end. I don't remember exactly the way through this map, but we'll figure it out. I think a lot of the trash did die. There's still quite a few stragglers, but... This another dead end? Yeah, it is. I think we just got to keep making our way through. Wow, so much poison damage. Holy crap. Shit. I'm gonna die again. Oh no. Don't make me go and fix my poison resist now. Please, game. Get me through. Please get me through. Probably be a little better shape if I wasn't just trying to run through everything, but at the same note, I want to get through it. I'm taking so much poison damage, though. One of the struggles is my minions are not killing very fast now. Which also means they're lagging way behind. So every room I go into, the mobs are shooting their ranged attack at me or whatever. Ooh, we had a boss back there. Ooh, what do you have? Movement speed, attunement health. I mean, that's just straight up survivability on top. Attunement, armor, health. A little better overall movement speed. I lose some elemental and lightning resist, but I don't necessarily need the lightning resist anymore. That would be an awesome piece if I didn't have that stupid throwing attack on it, because I can probably add the I can add the warpath on here. You know what? Let me try to get rid of that throwing. Do we have a chaos? Discovery, shattering, or maybe that's up here. There's a chaos. Or no, that's not what I want. Oh, we needed to get lucky with a runa removal. All right, please remove throwing attack. Please remove throwing attack. We can throw a hope in there. Please, please remove throwing attack. Oh my god, it did. What the hell? RNG's being nice to me? That's not right. Why is it not letting me add a modifier now? What? Let me... Oh, I got them right. The damn window is open right here. We want to add Warpath. And then, what do we go? Attunement. And I think that... that will be an upgrade. I think. I mean, I still don't have any poison resist, but that does up my armor quite a bit. Looks like I actually lost a tiny bit of health out of it, but... All right, well, there's one area clear. The roof is clear anyway, into the upper temple. I think we got to run through the upper temple. Oh, that's right, we got a little event here. Or is it? No, this isn't the event area. We're going to have to clear this room, or this level. And then there will be like a little mini event. And then I think one more area to clear through, and then that will take me to the end boss, or something like that. I don't remember exactly. Oh, I remember that fire shooting down from the sky, though. That shit is vicious. My poor little swords took a beating. Does not feel like the right way, but it might be. Yeah, I guess it was. Keep on zerging through. Is this the event room? This might be the event room. All right, lower temple, here we come. We're getting close, y'all. Getting close. I would love to be able to start on the monolith today on stream. Here's the little event. Keep these swords buffed. I don't remember how long you got to go on this thing. There's like a door that opens over here. Is it open? Or it's telling me to still stay here. Survive the minions. That was it. I want to look at those boots if this fire would go away.
What is the void doing here?
Let me just grab them. I'll look at them later. Nope. I can't get that gate unlocked until the minions are dead, I guess. There we go. Oh shit, are we there? Oh my god, we're there. Oh wow. This is it, y'all. This is the final boss. Let me put that point in. I think we want to put it into this to get a little more survivability. Get all my swords back. It seemed like it got here quicker than I was expecting, but this is the last boss.
I am breaking the cycle. I refuse to be your sacrifice.
Angry Snake Lady is telling angrier Snake Lady no, not having it. That's what's going on here.
For millennia, the vessel maidens have died so you could live. Now feel the unending abyss of their despair.
Eat shit, Snake Lady.
Why don't you show us the torment that now fills?
All right, here we go. Once again, we're back to the ultimate gear check. Can I survive the final boss of the story? It's not exactly a super difficult fight, but if your build is not sound, you won't complete it. Get all our swords back before we run in. All right, here goes. Attempt number 1. Oh, she is burning quick. As long as I can get through the stages, I might be okay. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. All right, took too much damage. What was it? It was lightning damage that got me. All right, she's burning. I got enough DPS to get through the boss. It's just a matter of the surviving. What's the old saying? Dead heroes do no damage. Yeah. I'd be that guy right now. You can't ignore those little element laser beam thingies that pop up, or it is just going to get you. Let's try it again here. Like, you got to get on those right away. These little crystals here, they're kind of a big deal. That fire one I remember being really bad, and then this poison one too, maybe. Oh no. Oh, got her. That's not bad. 2 tries. Am I gonna die? No. Alright. Well, that wasn't that bad. I mean, I wiped, like, the first time I did that fight, I wiped on it like 20 times. Oh, it's not over yet. What am I doing? I forgot. There's a stage 2. And she heals. I remember the heal now. All right. She healed the full. She's getting hammered, though. All right, now we got her. She dead, right? Yeah, she dead now. Woo! That wasn't too bad.
Whatever it is you are trying to do, it ends.
This would be so much easier if you had died with her. No.
You think this is over?
Oh, it's over.
You know nothing of the power.
It's actually just beginning.
Orobis showed me the way. All I needed was the key, and you brought it right to me.
Oh, man.
The power of the Epoch is mine.
No, Snake Lady. There we go. That was the final boss of the story. Now you get to start playing the actual game, which is grind monoliths, do arena, get loot, upgrade it, all that good stuff. So we might as well jump right into it.
Do you feel it, traveler?
I feel it. I feel it.
The shackles of fate binding tighter. A path is slipping beyond your reach. Your fate is set, and it always ends with me. Come, see for yourself inside the monolith. There are other realities that fought against their fate. But no matter their sacrifice, they fell. Champions, empires, gods, or in the end,
oh man,
evolutions. There is no escape from the void. There is no escape from me.
Farewell.
All right, let's head to the monolith. I don't know if I'll be able to clear the whole objective of going through the monolith is you want to get to empowered monoliths. And that's where like the real stuff begins. So if you look at the monolith map here, to get to empowered monoliths, you've got to come all the way out and beat is it the last ruin or is it the shattered road? I don't remember. But you got to come out and beat the last monolith, and then that unlocks empowered monoliths. But to get through each monolith, you've got to jump through some hoops. So we'll take a look at our hoops here. Basically, you got to fill the stability up to here, and then kill a monolith boss. And as you go, you get choices on the loot rewards for each one. And it shows, like, this one's 10% increased item rarity, 8% increased experience. If I complete it, this echo, I get glyphs, and then timeline stability. If I go this way, I'm going to get affix shards. And then you can look at the next reward. Like, the next reward is going to be a rare ring. I think I'll go this way to get the rare ring. Oh, it's all three of the last three zones. That's right. It's been a minute. I remember if you take the Monolith Islands to the right, it's a shorter overall map, but that also means you got to go through crab cakes again, which a lot of people try to avoid. But I think I will take that route just to try to get to the empowered as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's the toughest, in my opinion. I think it's the toughest boss in the game. Particularly when you get the high corruption versions. But then the blessings, too. See, I don't remember what island the blessings are on. I think it's time to switch my loot filter, too. I did 2 different loot filters when I was debating on whether or not I was going to play this season. Manifest armor. I can roll off anomaly, hopefully. Sadly, a sword. What do we got over here? Pardon me, junk. And then that bonus stability. Oh, I'm actually already completed it. Like, this one is done. So I can keep killing to get bonus stability. Which I think is probably... Is that the most time-effective way now? To fill your stability bar when you're trying to get to empowered? Or do you just blast the maps? Like, this one's done. But I haven't filled that bonus bar. I mean, it feels like that... This map doesn't have very good mob density, but... It feels like that's probably the way. We're getting loot. One-hander. But there is... That minion spell damage, I think, is one of the things. Or no, I want melee damage, minion melee. Blast the first few. Just to get some progress. That and to get some good rewards, too, maybe. Because, I mean, I need to replace everything. But this has already gotten me, just right now, at this starting stage of the monolith, it's already gotten me farther than I felt good about. 20% CDR. At least take that for the shards. It's gotten me farther than the build has gotten me farther than I got before in early access. Minion health regen, attunement. Good, Bale. Head to the next one. Thanks for the glyphs. It's such habit to pick all this stuff up too. Increased armor, necrotic resistance. It's probably a tiny, tiny upgrade over what I've got, but nothing to write home and tell Mom about. Is that two-handers? Just rare axes. That's experience. Let's just go this way and get the XP. Destroy the Venom Spires. Ooh, and there's one of Now, when we get to the seasonal thing where you can add affixes and stuff to gear.
I cannot do that.
Ooh. Didn't have all my swords out. It's alright, we got them.
Too heavy. Too heavy.
Inventory out of space. Should have dealt with that before I jumped in, huh? Alright, let's get our swords out before we get in any trouble here. I'm going to switch my loot filter. Staff we're not going to use. I'll wait until I get through with this one. Get through with this one, I'll empty my inventory and switch over to the more end game loot filter. Wait, I'm not picking up all this junk. Fail. Yeah, right. Anything I want to keep. I guess I can keep. Oh man, I got my stuff all messed up now, huh? I got stuff all in the wrong tabs. God dang it, man. Some of this stuff I just am not going to want. Like that, I don't think I'm ever going to use it. Is it worth keeping, knowing that you'll probably never use it? Well, I mean, that seems like a user now, though. I'll keep that. All right, I'm going to have to clear out here. I got too much junk. Oops.
Yes.
And fix my idols here so I see what I'm looking at.
Yes. Take care.
I ended up mixing and matching my idols. I probably got better stuff sitting here and just didn't even see it. We want to put them over here. All right, let's see what we got. I want to see, what is my weakest resistance right now? Necrotic. Minion poison damage, void damage. Need minion fire damage. And there it is. Cold damage. Do we have one of these to replace? That one could go, probably. Pick up a little bit of minion fire damage out of the deal. Alright, let me switch over to my other loot filter, too. There we go. Alright, so XP here. We got a set item there, which I don't think there's any sets I really want to go for at the moment. But XP is never a bad thing. Let's go get the XP. Patrolling profane flesh. We need to get our swords out here. Go swords. It's pretty quick to run through most of these, it feels like. Like, there's very few monoliths that feel like they're really long, you know? Like, I got skill ups and everything, too. I don't want to look at that. Oh, they're right next to each other. See if we can't aggro both of them. There's one. This guy's getting away from me. Come on, dude. Oh my god, he's just running circles. Alright. The other one is no longer aggroed to me. Might as well come back around and pick him up over here. Hopefully. No, he's gotten away a little bit too. Oh, there he goes. He's coming back now. He's coming back around. All right. It's one of the things I like about it. I mean, it's short, sweet, to the point, you know, with a lot of these. We can get a relic either place. Definitely need a relic. Guess let's just go down for this one. Where are you at, Vile Gate? Not down there. Pardon me. There it is. It's a little janky with your warpath around some of these areas. There's another dungeon key. When I said I wanted to go to Relic, I'm taking a really bad route. You're supposed to go further away from the timeline, and I'm staying right at it, but I do want to get this Relic. I'll go out this way, even though I'm not using shields, just to get farther away from the center. Hopefully get a weapon upgrade here soon. I think a weapon upgrade would be kind of a big deal for me. So what's like the better classes this league? Oh, there, Fiddle. What do you think? Like, what's the go-to metas this league or cycle? Oh shit. I don't have my armor out. Vitality, movement speed, increase health. I mean, that's just a good generic piece. But it's not really anything spectacular versus what I'm already using. All right, we got not what we're looking for. That's all right. What do we got there? Affix shards. We got rings here. I guess let's take the ring path. We're getting closer. Do I want to be taking on the exiled mage without my swords out? Why not? Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, they're coming up fast enough. It's all good. Yeah, I'm just not going to be doing any ward builds here. I'd like to at least get one monolith cleared before, being Sunday, I got to do a little family time this afternoon, but I'd like to get one monolith cleared before I move on to family time. They're not doing good, but they're not doing terrible as far as general clear goes. Ooh, that's all block related. That sucks. Hmm. actually got almost all the stability on that one, too. Now, if I go right back into one, do I keep my sword? Oh, man, there's an idol. I think I'm going to go this way anyway. Get the XP. Oh, I do. All right, so if I don't screw around and I just queue right back up, I get to keep it. Keep my swords going. Motivation to not sit there in town or at the hub all day. Why can I not move? What is going on? Oh, that was weird. That's going to be death, isn't it? Was I stunned or something? I must have been stunned. Lost my manifest. Oh crap, I forgot to look at my skills too. Go, go, little swords. Get them. Didn't get much stability out of that one, but that's all right. All right, let's check my points here. I mean, do I want to finish out? I mean, that's just all raw damage increase. Let me take those. I think I'll even put the 3 more points in, but I do need to get those sigils unlocked. All right, what do we got here? We wanted 1 more point there, and we want more area of effect. Here, we want what? More raw damage. Here we want cooldown. Here we can just go into the stats again. And then that one's not being used, so I don't even care. I'll just leave that one empty. Right, XP, here we come. He's choking to death here. All right, we got 3 soul spires to deal with here. Should still be relatively quick. And the other one right next to it. How convenient. Go, go, XP. We got a bow down here, which we're not going to use. I guess we can go for the key. We're actually getting close. Wow, that was a big old slap. Still don't have all my swords out yet. Dude is back the other way. But of course he is. Health and Ellie resist. I mean, that's just no downside, really. Oh, he was in the middle of all that crap and I never saw him. I rolled right past him. Alright, so let's see how we're doing on the old timeline stability here. We should be getting close-ish. Oh, actually we're there. Now I gotta do these, right? Been a minute since I did this. I don't really remember all of the process super well. Yeah, man, if that buff lasted a little bit longer on the forge weapons, that would be incredible. Oh, the Exile Mage hasn't even barely gotten hit yet. I should have cleared the trash before I popped it. What was that? Volatile zombie summoned on potion use. Increased minion damage. I mean, that's not necessarily terrible. Even though it's not a piece that I'm going for. I think it's actually an upgrade. Dude, going into the mini boss here without it, my swords up or my manifest. There we go. Majelka Streets. going on there, Pastors? How you doing? Go, go, little swords. You can do it. Man, the allergies are just all over me here this weekend. Doink this pylon real quick if I can get over to it. No. Didn't do anything for me anyway. Defeat the Imperial Commander. Imperial Commander down. All right, then this is our first monolith boss, right? Altar of Flesh. Is this the actual boss? Yeah, it is. Oh, I remember this one. Gotta do these things, is that right? And then get back to the middle. I kind of remember this fight. Ooh. There we go. Nice. First monolith cleared. What do we get? Gold drop rate, ornate idol drop rate, grand idol drop rate. I think we got to take the grand idols for that one, right? Ooh, what was that on the map? Woven flesh. Wow, did that say 100% crit avoidance? Oh, wow. I'll throw that in the old box. All right, so if we take the right path, it's one less island. Like we can go 1, 2. Is it one less island? 1, 2. Maybe I could jump right to that one. It's either 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like it's the same. Maybe here it lets you jump from that one right to the Age of Winter. I don't remember. All right, that's crab cakes right there. I do want to take the right path, though, so... Go ahead and step it up. And let's at least get a couple maps done on this one. What time are we at? Yeah, I got time to do have a little more fun. Let's go the XP route. Now this is the level 66. And what level am I? I'm only level 60. So these mobs are going to be 6 levels higher than me, but at the same note, I think I'll probably be fine. I mean, I remember starting the monolith on alts back in the first cycle, like at level 40 or whatever. So as long as you're semi-comfortable with your build you got going, you could definitely ignore the level suggestion a bit. Grab this first. They're so quick. I mean, you can blast them, that's for sure. Go ahead and go one more here. I mean, I might as well just finish it. It's only 2 more points. Guess we go out this way. Siege golems on this one. Get to them. Wow, they're taking a lot of damage. There's the little seasonal mechanic. I better go do it too. Whoa! You definitely do a little damage if you're not paying attention. Get this done. And we out. Amulet and a relic. That's good. The Sunless Coast, here we come. Pardon me. Looking for the betrayer. Definitely level up quick, too, for these early levels, anyway. Man, you buff them swords, and it is just so good. They just burst it down. Holy crap, man. Not getting any bonus stability here. But we'll at least get nothing good. We'll at least get progressed through to a few objectives. The hell is that, Orbis? Or no, that's the reveal thing. Let's go here. We got the arena on this one. You know what? I'm gonna just try to finish this one too. This monolith. My wife hasn't come tapping on the door or anything like she's mad at me, so. I think the single target is where this build will end up shining. We'll have to see how the clear is as we progress, but I think it's mainly going to be better for single target. A lot of people avoid the arena ones here because they take so long. I've never really minded them. They do take longer, but they're really good XP. Lots of kill XP. There we go. Yeah, see, we're already almost half. I guess let's just keep going out and we'll go after the XP. Movement speed, cooldown, recovery for evade. I mean, that seems like pretty good boots right there. The vengeful remains of a harbinger's victim lie nearby. Is that from this? I know there's another thing with the seasonal deal, but is that it? It might be. Staff, but totem damage. Needs minion damage. There's the boss. Or not the boss, but the objective. Damn, there's some serious zapping going on in there. Well, let me pick up the boots. What the hell? My inventory full?
Too heavy.
Yep. Transient rest. Physical resistance, poison, necro. That's good. Resist. 54% of current Maniganda's ward. I mean, I think that's a usable piece right now. Go ahead and yoink it. It's not necessarily an ideal piece, but I think it's a usable piece. I mean, it's big on the resist, right? Plus 29% movement speed versus the 23% I'm getting now. I lose the attunement and then the armor and health, but I don't think that'll be the end of the world. Right, we got daggers. Really need axes. Another arena one. Another arena one. Both of those are arena. Oh, man. Guess let's take this one. Probably get another level off this one. Gonna be so many kills. Definitely feels like it's holding its own, though. And like I mentioned earlier, it feels way better than it did in early access. So the changes they did something for sure. Wasn't too bad. No good options. Guess we'll go helmets. We'll go helmets, and then we'll go down to that one. Should be able to get this monolith done though before family time kicks in. You can progress through and get to empowered monoliths really quick if you just grind it. Which I'll probably get there tonight. But I'll have to spend some time with the fam here first. Clear out an ambush. Come on out, ambush. Oof. Fire guy, shoot strong fire. Grab this one too. Good lord, where on earth is the ambush? There it is. All right, how close we getting? We're actually getting relatively close. Keep moving out. I don't want that mace at all. All right, Void Gate, where you at? Well, the dungeon keys are just popping. All right, well, one more? Two more? Probably two more. Another arena one, though. A long one. Oops. Missed all my minions. All right. See if that's enough to get me. Looks like it. See if we can't get one more monolith clear here. Save the villages.
What brings you?
We saving you, villagers. We saving you. I wonder, I'm sure there probably is there a hotkey for completing the task, the text of little text thingies when you open a person's window? Because I'm like clicking on everything manually.
Yes.
Defend the town from the cultists. Oh no. Crazy cultists doing your cultist things. I don't remember which boss this one is. Good lord, where are you leaders at? Way down the road here. There we go.
I cannot do that.
Oh, this is the Black Sun one. I don't remember the fight. I'm sure it'll come back to me when I get into it.
Too heavy. Too heavy.
All right. Let's see. The ruins of Solarum. Let's see what we can do. Get all of our swords up, though, before we get all aggro-y up on them. Come on, swords. Yeah, I don't really remember the mechanic on this one at all. Ooh, I remember that. Oh no. Oh, wrecked. I didn't remember that one. I remember the spinny thing. Let's try him again. I remember the having to run around the map thing, but I didn't really remember much else about that one. Come on, swords. Ooh. Let's get out of that shit. Oh, he is tearing up my swords, huh? Gonna need a little sword survivability here. Yeah, we got him. Little sketch, but we got him. What do we got? Ward on kill, leech rate, and just raw plus health. I feel like we take the raw plus health. What do we get there? Atrophy, time rot. That's no good to me. Why isn't it letting me? There we go. That's weird. But, and then this is the crab cakes monolith, I'm pretty sure. Which that one will be a bit of a pain in the ass. But anyway, y'all, Sunday afternoon, so I'm going to go spend some time with the family. But I do appreciate you all hanging out. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful weekend. Tomorrow, I won't be streaming, as I've got to do real life day and get out on the tractor and get some work done. However, don't forget, for any of you Dungeon Defenders players, I got DD2 and DD1, DD2, DDA giveaways ending tonight over on my YouTube channel. Ends at midnight. So those that contest and giveaways will end in about 8 hours. But anyway, that is going to get it for me for today, though. So thanks a ton for hanging out. Hopefully everyone's having, like I said, a wonderful weekend. And I will see you all soon. Take it easy, y'all. Be back Tuesday.